At parking. Information. Echo. Read to copy.
Departure runway 0. Departure runway 09 right. Contact when ready to start.
Departure runway 09 right. When ready to start.
Runway 09 right. Vacated. Request taxi to gate. Proceed to gate 133. Welcome. Boarding point runway 09 right. Proceed to gate 135. Welcome. Turn left next taxiway. Request taxi. Change to runway 09 left. Roger. Change to runway 09 right. Boarding point runway.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your chief flight attendant. On behalf of our captain and the entire crew, welcome aboard. At this time, make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position and that your seatbelt is correctly fastened. Also, your portable electronic devices must be set to airplane mode until an announcement is made upon arrival. Thank you.
Request pushback. Turn left next taxiway.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. If you haven't already done so, please stow your carry-on luggage underneath the seat in front of you or in an overhead bin. Please take your seat and fasten your seatbelt, and also make sure your seat back and folding trays are in their full upright position. If you are seated next to an emergency exit, please read carefully the special instructions card located by your seat. If you do not wish to perform the functions described in the event of an emergency, please ask a flight attendant to reseat you. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is prohibited on the entire aircraft, including the lavatories. Tampering with, disabling or destroying the lavatory smoke detectors is prohibited by law. If you have any questions about our flight today, please don't hesitate to ask one of our flight attendants. Thank you.
Request cross runway.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the crew, we request your full attention as the flight attendants demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. Take a minute to locate the exit closest to you. Note that the nearest exit may be behind you. Count the number of rows to this exit. Should the cabin experience sudden pressure loss, stay calm and listen for instructions from the cabin crew. Oxygen masks will drop down from above your seat. Place the mask over your mouth and nose like this. Pull the strap to tighten it. If you are traveling with children, make sure that your own mask is on first before helping your children. In the unlikely event of an emergency landing and evacuation, leave your carry-on items behind. Life rafts are located below your seats and emergency lighting will lead you to your closest exit inside. We ask that you make sure that all carry-on luggage is stowed away safely during the flight. While we wait for takeoff, please take a moment to review the safety data card in the seat pocket in front of you.
Change to runway.
Request startup.
Roger. Change to runway 09 right. Startup approved. Report when ready to taxi.
Startup approved. Call you back when ready to taxi. Cabin crew, prepare doors for departure and cross-check.
Turn left next taxiway. Welcome. Approaching gate. Switch off. Roger. Closer.
We are now ready for takeoff. Please make sure your seatbelts are fastened and all baggage is secured underneath your seat or in the overhead compartments. We also ask that your seats and table trays are in the upright position for takeoff. Please switch to airplane mode or personal electronic devices including laptops and cell phones. Enjoy your flight.
Request pushback.
Pushback right approved.
Roger. Pushback right.
Holding point runway 09 right. Contact terminal 118.500. Holding point runway 09 right. Request taxi. Taxi to holding point runway.
Flaps.
09 right.
Flaps.
Continue. Stop. 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 At parking. Information. Echo. Read to copy. Departure runway 09 right. Contact when ready to start. Holding point runway 09 right. Request pushback.
Request taxi.
Pushback right approved. Roger. Contact. Approach 1119. Taxi to holding point runway 09 right.
Roger. Taxi to holding point runway 09 right.
Pushback approved at no discretion. Continue. Request startup. Startup approved. Report when ready to taxi. Startup approved. Call you back when ready to taxi. Turn left next taxiway. Seating 139. And parking. Information. Echo. Read to copy. Departure runway 09 right. When ready to start.
Cabin crew, prepare for takeoff. Holding point runway 09 right.
Contact tower on 118.500.
Good day. Holding point runway 0.
263 degrees, 7 knots. Clear for takeoff runway 09 right. Report leaving 3,000 feet.
Clear for takeoff runway 09 right. Call you back passing 3,000 feet. $80 knots. D1. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up.
Good day. Holding point runway 06. Ready for departure. Clear for takeoff runway 06. Call you back passing 3,000 feet.
Clear to land runway 06.
Flaps. Flaps.
Let's sing a song full of hope, full of pain. Why don't you sing along, my friend? For it's our last refrain.
00.
Forever young, ever strong, ever brave. Memories like this never end. No, they don't fade away. So when I'm gone, oh, when I'm gone, I'll be right there, close to the sun. Keep holding on, keep holding on. And I'll be right
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign and you may now move around the cabin. However, we always recommend to keep your seatbelt fastened while you're seated. In a few moments, the flight attendants will be passing around the cabin to offer you hot or cold drinks, as well as lunch. Alcoholic drinks are also available. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. We are now crossing a zone of turbulence. Please return your seats and keep your seatbelts fastened. Thank you.
The tide is high, say goodbye, we're setting sail. And all those midnight secrets told, we'll take them to the grave. So when I'm gone, oh, when I'm gone, I'll be right there, close to the sun. Keep holding on, keep holding on. And I'll be right there, close to the sun, close to the sun.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign and you may now move around the cabin. However, we always recommend to keep your seatbelt fastened while you're seated. turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. We are now crossing a zone of turbulence. Please return your seats and keep your seatbelts fastened. Thank you.
And I'll be right there, close to the sun, close to the sun.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now starting our descent to our destination. The weather is windy. Enjoy the rest of our flight. Flaps.
$1,500. Too low, terrain. Too low, flaps. Too low, terrain.
Flaps.
Too low, flaps. Too low, terrain. 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 Too low, flaps. Too low, terrain.
Flaps.
Too low, flaps. Approaching minimums. 300. Minimums. 200. 100, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5,
何